Welcome to the stream. I am Neozar. This is my FTL hard win streak. Last time we got up to 98 wins, which is the current world record. And we have done 3.5 cycles, which is going through all of the ships in a random order 3.5 times now. That means we got through 14 ships so far in the 4th cycle. And we got a lot of the bad ones out of the way, so that's really good. And we got a really super easy Crystal A run last time, and we ran it at the end and got Kestrel C, which I haven't done yet, which is a below average but still like alright ship. So how difficult the run will be very variable, of course, on any ship, and definitely on the ships where it's like, just like moderate, like okay RNG will make it like an easy enough run usually. But bad RNG, it can struggle with. It's not as graceful as the strong ships where it can overcome a lot of bad RNG. Think about the beach. No rebels on the ship, so we're good. So let's see, we can go a couple different directions. Let's have a goal. I've named so many crab, but not nearly as many lobster. I feel like I name a lot of Lanius crab. Just remind me of them. And let's see, we can do one more. Seal. Definitely a variety of beach creatures. Alright. Hard, enabled. Kind of like this ship. I mean, I like that it's purple also. Purple is a color I do enjoy. But, dual lasers are awesome. Clone Bay is always my preferred system. And I never switch, so it's just whatever ships have it. It's got alright venting. Best blue options out of all the Kestrel layouts because of the Lanius. Just Lanius alone, I think, beats Zoltan and Mantis. But then also Clone Bay and level 2 sensors, which is just like kind of nifty. Hey Panhoma. Welcome back again. Hope you're doing well. Just getting started here. I wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but then I was just feeling it, so I figured might as well. I might not go as late, but never quite sure what my plans are really. Right, early store, which doesn't really do much for us unless we find something to sell. Because, like the other Kestrel ships, we don't really start with anything to sell. So, pretty early exit also, but since it's so far to the side, it could either be quite bad or not really as bad as it looks. Just because the curve really can change it. So hopefully we'll get like one that's way down here. Yeah, so I think we'll just kind of give ourselves the opportunity to go back here if we find something really lucky in the beginning, and if not, that's fine. Otherwise, we just gotta like stay to this side because to get to the exit, it's basically this to this. It's gonna be our last 2 jumps. All right. A lot of people, I think even Mike might say it too, say to switch the Lanius into piloting. It's just something I don't like. I mean, there's definitely pros and cons to it. The front is crappy for venting. It's absolutely true that this is crappy for venting. I usually find that it's still like manageable. And I like having the Lanius a little freer to roam about and like fight borders or like do other stuff. And also makes like venting through the engines not an issue, where you have to like micro crew out as much. But there's definitely like advantages to having the venting up there with the Lanius. So just dropping O2 a bit. Let's see, like this can all drop down some. I guess that doesn't matter if the thing's not out. You don't want to like go crazy low, but sometimes it's nicer to have it like not just have some rooms be all red and the rest be normal, but have it be like a little more even throughout. So we got no augments. An alright weapon combo. 2 power, which is nice, but also makes it like susceptible to getting taken offline easily. And misses can really mess you up. Um, 4 fuel for 1 drum part is not worthwhile right now. Alright, intervene to defend the outpost. They have cloaking and the bomb. It's kind of interesting because it's like if we got through all of the bombs, then this is a training ship, which would have a lot of value. So there's a chance we'll try to do that. There's definitely a little bit of risk to that with the heavy laser. Depends what bomb it has as well. But this ship, both like, because you can weapons train with the ion stunner, which is just like benefits this weapon setup so much, being able to fire it earlier and then just get more volleys in. You know, like every weapon benefits, but I feel like ones that are like a little bit weak sometimes just from like not as many shots, but are decently fast, like if you just play that up more, such an advantage. So I feel like these are usually small bombs, but I feel like this one's being a bit slow. If it's an ion bomb, which I think it is because it's fired twice now, that's a little scary, honestly. Well, that still used up one of its bombs, I'm pretty sure. I think that still cost the bomb getting that close to firing. Yeah, it would be repair training if it wasn't an ion bomb, which is like, that's definitely worrisome a little bit, because it's like if that hits like shields and then the heavy laser comes right after it hits weapons, all of a sudden it's like, oh no. I mean, we could jump immediately, but that's not really great. Trying to think of how I want to do this. Because it's like, I might sit here and manually train a little bit with the weapons. Good evening, Dapper Rich. Welcome to the Kestrel Sea. I guess I should be shooting that now that it's back online, instead of doing the training. I was thinking about doing training against the ship and like letting it run out of bombs, but they're ion bombs, which I don't like at all. Did we interrupt it again? Twice now we've interrupted it as it fired. It's like kind of good, actually. But it doesn't have enough hull for us to keep doing that the entire time without destroying it. But we'll do it for as long as we can, and just get some weapons training going. Get it started at least. Too bad it's like it won't keep the ion going in place of the heavy. Because if it's just the ion, then that'd be fine for the most part. Or if we had a couple Zolhans, change everything. This one is the beach. Oh, it was going to keep the ion up that time. I mean, we'll see what it does, I guess, when it comes back up. Yeah, it swaps them around, so I figured. Well, that's fine. I don't need to go crazy. You know, we'll get close to like half our weapons training, so that's pretty good. Means like if we don't find a training ship, we should still like get up to level 1 decent, you know, not too deep into the sector, I don't think. Depends how many fights we get, I guess. Got some evasion too. It depends on the kind of lobster. There's many that are, you like, well, also depends what you mean by beach, I suppose. It's like, you're not usually, I don't think, gonna see them just like chilling on a sandy beach. But I think of like rocky beaches and stuff also. Yeah, exactly. It fits like that too. I mean, the seal, you know, wants the water also. The gull can get by pretty fine without it. But we'll just say the ship's adapted. Oh, yeah, Kestrel Sea is always seafaring pirate. I could see that. It definitely feels piratey. You know, like I feel like there's a couple of ships that are supposed to be kind of piratey, but I feel like this one gets it pretty good. I just like that it's a, you know, we got a purple ship. And I like that it has dual lasers and level 2 sensors is fun. But it's definitely, you know, weak. Ocean of Man, that's good. Alright, this is goodbye. Adios. Nice, 44 out of 58. 8 scrap and 16 scrap. Alright. Store. Yeah, I mean, it makes me want to not get a buffer in case, like, we'll get a free hull repair drone again, and it's here, and then we can go to the store and sell it, and I have a chance to buy something. Like, odds aren't great on that. But otherwise, I'd be getting a shield buffer right now. Oh, look at this. Apparently, there's some nexus here, because, yeah, purple's my favorite color, too. Although, I'm not too into, like, playing favorites with color that much. I'm not sure if that sounds a little odd. But, you know, all colors have their place. I like a lot of the weird muddy in between colors because, you know, I mix a lot of paint and stuff. I feel like they get interesting that way. I guess I could make sure this thing's not going to hack my O2. No, it's going to hack my weapons, of course. So there's no point in having you in there other than fixing it, I guess, but oop. Yeah, that's the problem with like redirecting the middle of the thing. That's unfortunate. Let's make sure the O2 is down though. Because I don't want to get my weapons hit if I can avoid it. Artemis into piloting? That's a fun one. Yeah, so that's your new destination. For sure. Great. Awesome. Very happy about that. Alright, and FTL is back online. That volley all missed, we would have been like setting up for a possibly like pretty nasty situation. You know, it's not all safe yet, but I'm tempted to like play a little risky here and hit this and something too, but I think the safest play is to just put it right back into it. Really? That timing? That's odd. How is this going off and not this? I must have delayed something at some point. Or no, they're both going off. It's just showing the bar differently. It's firing one shot. Okay, that's weird. So it fired one shot, but it didn't take, like, it's still charging here. I feel like I heard someone talking about this once. I'm assuming it's still, yeah, like I can't untarget it, so it's probably gonna fire one shot into Alright, now I can like retarget. I bet you it's gonna only fire one shot or something at that point. My oxygen's too high. Alright, 1 damage. I don't think he took any damage. Come on. I feel like I just have to hit his missile right away if I can. Of course. It's okay. Really glad one of those hit. You're gonna have a rough time here, but you'll speed it up a little bit at least. I think next plan here to just hopefully this ion hits, and then the fire can help take out some more of their ship. Like hopefully that'll time okay. Alright, I don't want to have to clone you like mid-fight here, so. Alright, great. Nice. Hit their shields. Didn't actually pay attention if we got hit or not. No, we didn't, because we were hit by Artemis twice and then took 1 damage before. So nice, we didn't take any damage that time. And our engines are back online. Oh, you can go back in there now, that's right. Okay, that wasn't so terrible in the end, because that definitely looked like it could be bad. I mean, weapons hacks are just nasty, but that was gross. Yeah, that definitely had me a little concerned. I wish I had something to sell. I really wish I had something to sell. 38, it's like the only things I could possibly buy there that I could think of would be scanners, or an ion blast would maybe be worth it. And it's like I'm not even positive if either of those things would be worth it. I mean, I could sell like the stunner for a heavy laser, right? I think that's enough. That's like 17 or something. It's not really like a great play. Like it'd be worth it, but yeah. I don't think there's enough like plays that make that feel worthwhile. I mean, the main reason why is because it's like a safe jump at the moment. I wish there was one more jump I could go to. And then go to the store, but that's fine. There might be another store. I'm a little store obsessed. I hate like missing stores. Yeah, too early for battery. Like, buy battery and then have a bad fight where it's like, well, if I had a shield buffer, I would have taken no damage. And I took 20 damage, you know? Alright, so we can bring him back because we have the clone bay. Okay, he's just dead. That's unfortunate. But, you know, we tried. So yeah, here we just buy the shields buffer. Has a ton of value. On any ship that's like kind of vulnerable. It has a lot of value. I don't always want to go for it. I'm going to actually try and keep this guy just chilling. Borders aren't as common in Sector 1. And I want to like chase that experience. There's a little bit of risk in that, I guess, but I think it'll be okay. But yeah, some ships I like skipping the buffer on shields and like going other ways, but this ship can have some gross fights. Sector 1. So I gotta figure out my exact, because I gotta do this one, right, and then this one. Yeah, 4 more before the exit. Oh, so there's a store, but that's like no good to me either. I'm glad I didn't get like trapped multi-store going. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's just what we do. Hopefully get some more fights in. It's been kind of low scrap for sure. Improve sensors. So there we go. Sensors blue option, that helped us out. Training ship too. Look at this. It does have a heavy laser. That's great. Double defensive drones though. Alright, so let's set this up. Kill you. Actually, I guess, should I clone you first? Wow, first shot took him out. You can sit here for so long firing that and not kill any of them. Yeah, I've considered using it. I like using a ruler, also like because I don't use any mods, so I don't want to like use just that one. Like I don't, you know, at that point I feel like it's easier just not to bother with them. And also like I got into using the ruler from playing on tablet, and I'm very good with the ruler from work. Like I do a lot of very small measurements that are very exacting for both my art and jewelry stuff. So I find it like satisfying also doing the measurements and figuring it out. It feels like slightly more earned than the pursuit indicator, but like I don't want to like say that too much because I don't have an issue with people using it at all. Alright, so yeah, what am I doing here? Everyone in their positions. Got to get the thing going. Cheap engine. Make sure, yeah, paused. Tech. Oops. I was doing the wrong thing, I realized. Try that again. There we go. Yeah, I hate Cheat Engine's name. It makes it sound like it's like really evil. And I'm not even sure, it probably can be used for stuff that would be, you know, like wrong to use for a streak. I don't really know anything about it, really, for the most part. But it's just saves so much time. And the truth is, and I absolutely know this for a fact, if it didn't exist, I would sit here and let it run for over an hour if I had to, because that's what I did on tablet for my whole streak. And for streaming especially, that's just like not really good value. So I don't have an issue using it. But I try to only use it in circumstances where, like, I know if it didn't exist, I would just sit here, or, well, not sit here, but I would just, like, let it run while it happened. Oh yeah, less than 0.5 millimeter, that definitely feels good. I've had some where it's like part of the line crosses the middle, but not the middle of the line crosses the middle of the point. You know, it's like kind of goes over it, but not quite. And those have been very satisfying. I haven't had any that I've like counted on being one way and then been wrong. There's ones that I've like haven't checked too closely, and then wasn't sure on or whatever, but it wasn't like an important one. But I've never been like, oh no, I'm diving now and wasn't expecting it. So that's good. Trying to figure out. Going to like do something like this if we can do it. Yeah, level 102, so that's good. They do have the med bay. Whiff. Like really, you need to get like a fire or something going, I think, if you want this to work. Yeah, not getting any of the repair delays either. There's like a little bit of risk in doing this, I guess, because I don't know if they'll like run or something. So I might actually switch it up because I don't think it's really coming together. And I'm just imagining, oh, they start running all of a sudden and it's like I only have damage to the oxygen and then I start getting misses. I don't want to go through that. And it's like, you know, if I start a fire or something, it'll happen. It's a bunch of fuel and missiles, but we're not that desperate for fuel yet. Alright, I mean, if we buy fuel at this point, if we like jump to a store next jump, we'd buy like 2 fuel, which is like 6 scrap. I mean, so it's really not that bad. At the same time, I'm like desperate for scrap, and like 12 scrap and less resources would get us shields too, and that would be important. We haven't got a lot of scrap this sector, so I'd rather chase the higher scrap right now. I think that's my thinking right there. I don't usually cross-train my crew. I do every once in a while, or if I'm playing like NGB, I'll often try to train him on like, you know, weapons and piloting, whatever. Oh, there's a fire. A little late, but there's still a chance you can get him because of the ion stunner, if you time it right. Like I had to do it early there because they're gonna put the fire out, it seems like. But yeah, I don't think you can get it right. Need more ion stunners. Or fire that just like really goes out of control. Like if it spread, it would kill this guy fast enough, but because it keeps being like this one tile fire. Yeah, see if it spread at the beginning, I think it would have gotten him. We just need to spread to like 3 tiles really quickly all of a sudden. Like how it's, because they have doors, I guess, probably, it's just like remained in this room. Man, their life must suck. They're just like, I've been fighting this fire all day long, and just going back and forth between this and the med bay, and getting stunned, and just getting like nowhere in life. Yeah, exactly. I rarely lose crew. And often, like, you know, there are certain times I do really want to min-max, like, moving them around when it feels really useful. And then there are times where it's like, even if it's, like, slightly better to have this person over there, it's, at that point of the run, it's, like, not as vital. Alright, that's that. That was fun. Alright, 18 scrap. Wow, that's a bunch. And still 3 fuel. So that was definitely good we didn't take that. So I was a little, I almost took that surrender. I was really thinking about it for a moment. Alright, so that's good. We can do that. Another thing, this ship like has kind of low power. Alright, so we had, what was it, 3 more, right? Yeah, definitely 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is the beam ship, huh? So we can try for a crew kill here again. They don't have any way to heal, so that helps us. Alright, so we don't need to bother shields at all. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this here. I mean, I guess we can start with the O2. They should send the Mantis to repair it, because he's the one manning weapons, which is the lowest priority. Oh, because there's a fire, though, they'll send 2 crew. In level 2, and look at that. Only got a timing with the stun. That worked out really well. So we'll just do that again. Alright, great. This is really good. That it's still going, that we stunned him in time. Because now also, like, besides the O2 kill, they have no way to heal. So there's a decent chance we'll just kill him with the fire damage and stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, they're, like, done for. And they still have 6 hulls, so we're not too in danger of blowing them up fast. And they're down to just the Zoltan. This just, like, this went perfectly. Ah, we missed him. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, thank you. Wow. You're welcome. Try and survive, little Zoltan. Thank you for the burst laser 1. Our odds of winning the run just went, like, way up. Because that's one of the situations that gets bad when you just, like, can't get a weapon besides the starting weapons. And you can make it work. I've had runs where I've only gotten, like, another ion or something and systems until, like, sector 4 or 5 on the ship. They suck and they're not fun, but I know they have 2. If they didn't have 2 systems left, we could pretend that the Zoltan survived as everything's broken in the ship, which we know isn't going to happen. But unfortunately, their ship's probably going to burn down entirely first. But yeah, so that's really, really good. There's a chance even we'll want to, like, go up to 3 weapon power next sector, which usually I'd wait until sector 3, but I mean, I'll probably still wait unless things go bad and try and buy a system like hacking or mind control. But both, like, not having to buy a weapon or worry about, like, finding one, because this is like 5 shots now. This gets us through for, like, a while, all right, as long as we can get, like, you know, systems and stuff instead. And it's only 4 power. Very, very happy about this. Alright. I'm sure that Sultan was fine. I think you guys should prepare to die, because that's the way this is gonna go. I always feel like once you get the second shield level, you never like need it for the rest of the fights that sector. So, same kind of thing as the other fights. Nice, just a Lido this time. They might only be able to have Lidos. No, it might just be the riggers and stuff that only have Lidos in Sector 1 for the Rebels. I feel like these can have Artemis, but I'm not sure. I'm really bad at remembering those things. 30% dodge, putting in its work. This is where I kind of fire the stunner first. Misses. I guess it's only fair since theirs missed before. Oh, that's not missing. I don't really want to take him off weapons. Right. Yeah, you can go up there. Probably should have put that in there first. Man, their evasion has been pretty good. Right, that's fine because we've got plenty of shields going on still. At least they haven't tried to run or anything. Like that could be very problematic with this ship. No. Alright. Still not running. Should be able to get him at this point. Alright. 13 scrap. Nice solid number. I'm pretty sure improved scanners is just a straight up better option here, but I gotta double check it because I don't know this event super well. Also, I don't often have level 2 scanners. Brutal exchange between several ships. Medium standard rewards. Otherwise, there's chance that we get nothing, chance of medium, chance of a fight. Including a fight against the Zoltan ship, gross. So yeah, let's just take the scrap. Since also there's a good chance we get nothing with the other option. Nice, and medium, we have resources also, so that's good. 3 fuel's helpful. You can trade fuel and stuff. So you get some good sector choices. Man, this is the third blue option we've had for sensors this sector. And people on the Discord were just talking about the blue options on this ship versus Fede, and we've definitely run into the blue option so far for this ship. So another rebel. So that's, I'm pretty sure that's a Lido. That's how that works. I was just talking about that. Another defense drone. Man, I'm glad defense drones aren't a problem for us. Otherwise we'd be having a bad time. Ooh, triple miss. Fortunately, we did not miss. Doors, not a big deal. Oh, that's good. We dodged that one. But yeah, this is why this ship can struggle some. I'll just think a little better. You can just miss a lot. It just happens. I don't think that's going to weapons. Where are you going? Clone Bay? Sensors. Ooh. Oh, with the fires. That's unfortunate. Oh, and it's going to take damage too. Let's get you back there. Because it's level 2. Damn you, level 2 sensors. How could you do this to me? There's like no chance you're going to beat this thing. But I don't want to get like out of control if I can avoid it. And shields buffer too. Yeah, keep an eye, make sure it's not going into piloting. I swear, my ion stunner has missed so many times. Defense drone, why are you being so defensive? You're not gonna, if you were charged, we could possibly hit this. No, it's too far back. Yeah. Oh, empty room. I thought you were going into weapons for a second. Alright. Alright, that's something. So now it's trying to run, but they're a little more injured than they've been. Also, I think I hear a fire somewhere. I'm gonna turn my O2 off. Hidden engines. Alright, yeah, my oxygen's on fire now. Alright, you get in there. Take another damage from this, probably. I guess I could jump, right, and try and prevent the damage. I'm not sure the timing on that. It's probably right before that happens. Alright, so let's just prevent any more damage to our system. So I should have caught that earlier. I should have noticed the sounds of O2. Alright, you can just get out of here at this point. Vent this whole section out. I guess you can stay here and wait. Repair the O2 in the vent. Aha. It's like I still hear it somewhere. When you pick engines over piloting for evasion reduction or prevent running, usually, like, it depends a bit. Like against auto ships, more often you do piloting, because they just auto repair places and they don't like have crew in the same way. Against ship with crew, often if it's like they're about to jump, you hit piloting usually because you just need to stop it right now. If it's like they're charging it, usually it's better to hit systems that aren't piloting. It doesn't even have to be engines necessarily, just like other systems, because what you want to do is pull them out of the piloting room to go repair, and then they don't charge at all. Because like if they have level 2 piloting and you do 2 damage to it or whatever and break it, then they're going to start repairing it, and they're going to repair it up to 1, and they'll start charging, and they'll just stay in there repairing it, even if you like break other stuff. So you just want to like get them out of that room instead of having them in it possibly fixing stuff. is usually the idea, but it can change a bit, you know. Everything in FTL matters, what's going on. So it's great, civilian sector. Yeah, like it feels like you should shoot piloting because it's often a lower power system and stuff. And yeah, when it's like, oh, they're going to immediately jump or something, you know, the imminently is up, then that's when you do that often. But otherwise, it's just like even hitting systems like oxygen and stuff, if they depends. I mean, it depends on how many crew they have also. Like if they have like, you know, a ton of crew, it can be less worthwhile. So I want to take this jump at least and then go to the store. A chance for some more scrap still. It's like, I do want to repair, but ideally would get like 3 or 4 jumps in and then a store, because we don't have anything to sell really still. And I'd love to like get a system if possible. But we can't like go all the way around. But there should be also more stores. I forget what civilian might be 1 to 3. I can't remember if it's 1 to 3, 2 to 3. But, right. Explore the asteroid field. 6 fuel. Alright, I mean that's helpful. It's something. Alright, I'm still gonna go to this store. No, we don't have a ton of money. Nothing to buy here anyway, so that doesn't, you know, solve that question. So mostly we just repair. I'm not going to repair quite as much as I always do, because I very much value the scrap I have right now. Also, I might chase more nebulas, because there's a lot of nebulas here, and I need to like catch up on scrap if possible. Because that was definitely a low scrap sector 1. It was really just the burst laser that saved the sector and made it like pretty good, or like very good in a lot of ways. This one's a nebula because FTL deemed it so. I mean, I guess there's this like lighter purpley stuff that's scattered throughout here. That's kind of like the nebula edge. But yeah, I always get thrown off too. Sometimes there'll be a jump that's like right here and it's not in the nebula, you know? And then there's one that's out here that is. You know, it's like this exit could be in a nebula if it was like scooched over a little bit maybe. But yeah, the nebula jumps are weird. I think also I read in one of Chewbacca's things that like there's a very rare bug on save reloading where points will drift in and out of a nebula, which seems really crazy to me, and I'm really curious like what that means for the event that spawns there. Alright, so attack the ship. Hopefully they don't hack our weapons. I've had enough weapons hacked for 1 run. You know, 1 is more than enough. Alright, sensors hack. And a nebula. I can handle that. It's amusing. Alright. Oh, nice. He's gonna switch the power. Not happening this time. And that's weapons training right there. Beating them out just barely. So good. Weapons training, attack speed in general. So many benefits. That's not good enough. I haven't really been paying enough attention to what their crew's doing. I'm curious if there's a fire. See them like running around, kind of funny. Yeah, there's definitely a fire. I might just like put stunners. Oh no, so they're repairing the shields in here. So that means the fire's not in here. And there might also be a rock that just doesn't care. But there's a chance like there's someone in here who's trying to repair and they're low health and then the fire spreads and I stun them. I don't know. Let's see what happens for a minute. Went back down in here. So yeah, it's like they're not going up and repairing, which tells me it's like they're not a rock because they don't want to deal with fire, right? Right, the fire must have gone out in weapons. They're in there now. I'm really curious what's happening on this ship. Yeah, alright, well whatever it is, I think it went out. They probably have level 1 oxygen and just like burned itself out. That's fine. Alright, cool. That's something to sell. Bunch of scrap. That's great. Distresses are pretty good for us. Can also like maximize nebulas. I have to like measure this out a little bit to figure out what's the best way to go through this sector with all the nebulas. Yeah, I could have done some O2 stunning stuff there. It felt like they were a little too like low. And usually you have to do damage to O2 also. I mean, I guess if it's level 1 technically, if this hits it every single time without missing, it can work out, which would have worked with the broken piloting. But since they're repairing, I guess that wouldn't work out. But yeah, there's probably a strategy there that could have worked out using that. Alright, I'm not going to spend the scrap. Alright, I was going to measure this out. Unfortunately, the curve is coming right for the exit. But we got a nice clean, like 7 jumps before we have to go to the exit. I'm never sure how many nebulas I want to chase. It's like, because you get more jumps out of them, you know, I have the fuel, you know, they are more likely to like not have value, but I feel like the best quality, like the highest quality events are usually not in the nebula, is how I see it often. It's also one of the reasons my score is probably lower, because like I'll chase some nebula, but I don't like going like I'm going to hit every nebula jump and not get very many of the other jumps. And so this is one's going to be empty to like make me look foolish, is usually how it goes. Oh no, here we go, this is something. All right, a little repair for 5 missiles, that's fine. But usually when I talk about something like that, FTL like works against me. This one we have to ignore because this is, we lose crew with the clone bay. That's unfortunate. Alright, so then we're gonna go up and take like a number of these nebula jumps and then finish with hopefully a store. That's good. And some more scrap. I mean, that's economical. We want hacking, it's fine. I'm more likely to get hacking than a bomb. Yeah, I think most people chase all the nebula jumps, and that might be correct. I'm not really sure, honestly. Just making sure what we got here. Yeah, I might honestly even miss a nebula jump at this point. I'm realizing, depending where the stores are. Because if that's a store, I might do this, there to there. Maybe I'll hit one of these. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, good. We've definitely been a bit low scrap. So, combat drone. They got med bay. They got all kinds of stuff going on. Combat drone's actually definitely the bigger threat than the laser. Let's see. Alright, so they don't have a buffer because that went offline immediately. That's good to know. We're all still fully trained, right? Yeah, we haven't reset anyone since. They do have a shields buffer though, that's good to know. But yeah, like here in anticipation of possible running, you know, I shoot engines over piloting to keep them like pulled out of the room as much as possible. Alright, yeah, because it's like FTL's delayed because they have three, you know, they still have 3 crew, and so they're all doing repairs in other rooms. Alright, that's something to sell. That's great. Definitely not going to use that, but I can very much sell that. How slow? They're so slow, right? 22 seconds. Yeah, it's so slow. Alright, so that's a store. Because it's like, if I go here, I can do this, and then the distress, and then this store, and then the exit. But there's a chance there's one of these is a store also. They can have 3, and it's like if this is a bad store, and then this is a good store, you know, I mean, I won't know that, but it's like I can go here, and then the distress, and then go there, or there. Right. Yeah. Oh, wait, because yeah, I have 3.5. I'm not thinking about this quite right. Yeah, because I could, can I do that, or does the store get overtaken earlier? No, I could do that. I can maximize all my jumps before it then too, in case it's got like a lot of stuff I want. So never mind, because I can do, well, I guess that's counting on this one being the store then. Because that doesn't connect. Well, whatever, we'll figure it out. I feel like it's better to do that and get this store as the last jump and possibly get one here, but then also just have more jumps overall versus like missing out on a jump we can take when we're kind of low scrap. Let me just like double check this. Yeah, I can definitely take 2 jumps in a nebula before that store and 3 jumps in a nebula before the exit, so that's the plan. Oh, appreciate Charge Laser 1 much more. Yeah, I mean, Charge Laser 1 is the weapon that I like hate to get in some ways, but it's like I can't help but get it because it's good. I hate that it doesn't cause fires. It's like not exciting. It's really boring, and it gets the job done. Yeah, it's very similar. It's a Burst Laser 1 that's better against Sultan Shields, but doesn't cause fires. And Burst Laser 1 is so good. So it's like, you just can't pass it up, I find often. And I'm always just like, I like replacing it, but I often feel like it's like a greedy move replacing it because it's like totally fine. I just want to get more crew kills when I can. I'm not going to do anything too fancy crew kill stuff here because they have a missile. If it was like safe, I would try to like just eyeball it and shoot the teleporter and get them to do that like double boarding thing again. But it doesn't feel worthwhile with a missile. So we'll just kill off the 1 Mantis and then have them have like lower evasion while we do this. But yeah, I think the next thing, you know, because I did the weapon tier list. I wanted to like, get that kind of just like out of the way, and it was easy because I had it made from a while ago. And next thing I want to post is just kind of like a general like overview of win streaking, like what it is and the like general strategy to follow that I do, and then get into like more specific stuff in a later thing. Man, this NG is working overtime. I can't believe just how fast he's just repaired this over and over again, man. And it's firing now, jeez. NG, you're a jerk. There we go. Actually, just do all of these, I think is even faster. $12 scrap. Alright, so there's the other store. So you can't do that without diving. Possibly can't do it no matter what. I know we might put like wrap back around and then double dive back to the exit, but that doesn't seem worthwhile to me. But that's okay, because we'll still get this one. And a lot of distresses. So basically we'll just take both distress beacons, then the store, then the exit. We're all set here, right? Yeah. Hail them. Hey, it's a pirate ship. Great. Med bay, teleporter, and weapons that don't damage us. So that's pretty cool. So maybe we can try that thing here that we were just talking about, where we try and get like 2 of them to teleport over at the same time, so we get that timing right again. I guess you're just going to come right into piloting, aren't you? I don't know what I was thinking here, because you're indoors. Just have you both fight and get them down lower quicker. So the strategy here is like we wait a couple seconds, I think, and we fire. Hopefully this volley hits. Ooh, we get fires in there. That's interesting. I'm not sure what that will do. So I have no idea how this is going to work out now. Also, the 2 of them over there, they'll probably repair it too quickly now is my guess. If I don't do this or something. Damn. Too late. Alright, well then we can still kill the NG now. But, you know, with the med bay and the rock, there's not really much chance of us getting a kill here on them. If it was just the rock or the mantis left, then we could get an O2 kill maybe or something. But we'll still kill the NG, because it just makes it easier. We might as well see what happens. Shoot a little bit. It's level 1. Alright. You guys are getting pretty low on health. It's hard though, because it's like, I feel like, it's like a distress, which might be nothing, or like not a fight, and then a store, and then just an exit event, and then a jump. Makes me kind of want to risk it. So, I guess I will. Yeah, I mostly use spacebar, but then I use spacebar and middle mouse for doing the like frame pausing stuff. So destroy and loot the ship. Alright, we get a fight. And yeah. Just the basic laser heavy, so we're safe from that. Again, oh, so they don't have, this is cool, so they don't have a way to heal. So here we are again, like all my crew. Okay, well maybe I'll end up like cloning some of you. Well, whatever. I guess I kind of would want one of you to be cloning right away, so we can deal. Okay, what did I do here with Synchron? Yeah, so you can just die, I guess. If not, I can vent you really quick. Why don't you stay up front since we're safe? Oh wait, what am I doing? I killed him. I meant to leave him at low health. And then I was going to get the NGs. Okay, the NGs aren't going to come over now. So I got to change my strategy, because actually now that was bad in a way, because I want to like make sure they're not going to be able to run. Although I guess I'll get my, I guess I can get my training in first, kind of. Never mind. So let's fix what's going on here. We're all mixed up. All right. So reset both of you. You have a chance to like train up a little bit this fight. How much you actually lose? 11 shots. And you only need 2 dodges. That's like nothing. There you go. That's one of them right there. Ooh, that's something. Fires. No way to heal. I know, they just put them out so fast. Alright, you got your training back in. There's a chance here. We just need one of these to cause fires. Would be perfect. Not yet. But we should, either way, we should still be able to do this. Just need one hit. Nice. You're not going to get away, I'm sorry. Well, that's something. That is something. Alright, this has been a pretty good sector. We've accumulated some things to sell for sure. Alright, so, gonna get rid of this for sure. That's a no-brainer. Gonna get rid of this for sure. That's a no-brainer. There's a chance we hold on to all this. I'm not buying these guys. I'm gonna buy battery almost certainly because I want to like take it out of the weapon or out of the system pool. Our fuel resources are all okay. Small bombs like slightly tempting because but we don't have like a ton of bombs. We have like an okay amount. And I think with the other weapons we have, we don't super need it. Mostly like what I think we need to do is like invest in weapon power at the beginning of next sector, assuming there's not a store right away. Because like without systems, like we definitely need to like have like 4 weapon power at the least going on. But I mean this is 5 shots, so that's like pretty good. And then we can swap on the fire beam for like crew kill stuff. Yeah, we need power. We need to get this out of the pool, so we have a better chance at finding the systems we need. So I think we do that. And I think that's it, really. Yeah, I mean, that small bomb is definitely tempting. It's definitely also tempting to be like sell the fire bomb or sell the fire beam and get it or something. It's like easier to get online, but I think that's the wrong play right now. And I don't think we have enough scrap to be like throwing around swapping weapons when we don't like need to. So I think this is good. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll go next sector and then do upgrades at the beginning or a store or something. Alright, attack the rebels. They've got a missile. Alright, so this time we're going to try and do it right, where we like don't just kill them. Whatever. We're going to shields? Really? That's fine. Go beat them up. We don't actually need that there, do we? That's fine. Come on, you can make it. Dolan. Good job, Dolan. So you go back, go chill somewhere. See, ideally, I would have like big brained this and timed it so I would be hitting weapons right now with the laser and like maximized my damage and stuff here. That's all right. We still have enough that just 3 shots should take care of them, so we should be able to get crew kill here. Just doing what we've been doing. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. Alright, 15 scraps, steal the supplies, and oop, sorry, my bad. All the jumps I could dive. What do you mean? There's like no jumps to dive. Actually, there's really not that much this time because I like did it in a way that used up all the jumps you would dive instead of doing these ones first and then, you know, saving all those. So that's cool, you know. This is a little interesting here. How much I value reconstructive tele on Lanius B? I don't think I've ever had it. I've never bought a reconstructive teleport, and I feel like it's not that common to find it, and it's not that common to find it on a ship that could actually use it. So I feel like I have very, very little experience with it. Yes, I have seen Firefly. Man, I'm tempted to go to that Zoltan Homeworlds. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where I would like use it for a little while for like, it'd be helpful, but then the second there was a store where there's like any way I could use the scrap on and buying something or my ship, I would sell it. Like even faster than scrap recovery arm probably, and I sell that pretty quickly if I need the scrap for something. Unless I was like, there's certain situations where I could see holding on to it. Like if I didn't have Lanius and I was like going into an abandoned sector that I was forced into, I could see it being useful or something. Yeah, it's awkward and it's annoying. Also, you can switch away from Lanius boarding. Or just like, yeah, it sucks and you just have to run the Lanius around and let them kill them. It's definitely annoying. It's one of those things. So 60, 2020. So 100 scrap. Gets me 2 power bars and gets this online. That gives me a 5-shot volley that does 6 damage to Zoltan shields. Like pretty quickly. And then I have an option for sectors coming up, which is nice also. This is one of those times I think I'm going to go Zoltan Homeworlds. I'm always so conflicted about Zoltan sectors because they are deadly and they can be really scary and bad. But I go to them like disproportionately, I feel like, for how dangerous they are, it feels like. If I feel comfortable with my weapon setup or just like because they have 2 stores. I mean, NG sectors have more stores. That's the main reason for going here. I feel like NG Homeworlds though, it's like I don't want the Homeworlds quest. I don't have an NG for a lot of the blue options. I don't love the forced red immediately after either. And then having either green and then forced double purple or like I like this tree better. At least having the option of that tree. If that's Uncharted, I doubt I'll go there. And Zoltan Shield is like kind of game winning. And it's like, well, you can't bet. You can't be like, well, if I get that, then I'll win, because that's really stupid to bet on that. It's like I think the threat of the Homeworlds isn't too high, really, versus like having that opportunity, and also the increased sector options. I think if these were switched, I would go to the NG Homeworlds. Also, I think it's very much about sector options is a big part of the play here. And the fact that I feel like I can deal with Zoltan Shields like moderately well. So yeah, I'm going to go to the Zoltan Homeworlds here. Hey Crow. I'm just justifying chasing Zoltan Shield and trying to say that it's like for strategy. But, I'm always conflicted because it's also just like, well, yeah, I want to like chase a Zoltan Shield. It's really, really good. Unfortunately, we have no systems, but we have weapons. And they've all been free weapons. Which is good because we've been kind of low scrap. So yeah. No store immediately. Buy 2 weapon power. Buy 2 power. Yeah, we also found a breach missile too, which was fun. So yeah, this deals with Zoltan Shields pretty decently, and just like ships in general. And then we can swap to the Fire Beam for some crew killing, which is pretty fun. I gotta take a break for a minute because I haven't taken one yet. Just gotta grab some more water, but I'll just be real quick. I'll just put this up and just make sure we pause, oxygen's on, with the clone bay on, why not? Alright, I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, you remember Dolphin Chemist lost all his crew with the Lanius on the ship from venting it? And that's too bad. Was it from like going AFK and leaving it, or just from like a really bad event that just suffocated everyone? Because that could totally happen too. You'd be glad to have the Lanius then. I think Ray said he almost lost his streak to like leaving it with the oxygen off, and like I think he said he came back and it was just like just turning red or something. It's like Alright, power situation's still not amazing, but we have the battery actually, so it's really not bad. I just have to like micro it. Very much want to find all the stores if we can. Let me go this way first. Alright, so this isn't so bad. 3 shots. This is where it's like you could possibly get a crew kill also by switching off to the fire beam. So I think this time I can kind of change up. I'm going to let the stunner go first. Just missed. This stunner has missed so many times, I feel like, this run. It has really been struggling. But, you know, it's had its moments. It's helped get some crew killing going. I mean, the hardest thing with switching this immediately, I think, is dealing with the shields as effectively. So maybe I'll actually do a volley and try and hit their shields a little bit also. That works. I mean, that's the fire beam right there. All right. I'll definitely just stun them in there too. Yeah. No reason not to do that. They don't have a way to heal or anything. Yeah, looking rough for you guys. Alright, he's probably dead. Cool. 29 scrap. It's interesting. I had a lot of people with very varying opinions about where I put the fire beam on my tier list for the weapons that I posted. And it was hard for me to like say a whole lot about it because I feel like I actually don't use it very often at all. Oh, look at that. If we jumped away, we would have gotten that achievement. Obviously, I haven't used it a whole lot at all lately, at least. And mostly just because I don't find it that often at times where I can use it. But I definitely think it has like a good amount of value to it. I want to go here because I want to see if that's a store or not. Because I'll jump there and back if it is. As long as I make scrap. I mean, maybe they'll have mind control. They have hacking and sell something. I'm not sure what that would be. Does that mean I do this first, actually? Maybe I do. So I think we need to crew kill on this one to like get the bonus. This actually works out that they have a big missile and just this little guy because this is easier to deal with. I guess you want to do this actually. Alright, and they should only have 2 crew also, so we can do the like we get one almost dead and then let him go back. Let's get you. I guess like I don't really want to deal with Elanius like having to die right now, so I might as well try to keep his health up a little bit. Alright, hopefully it didn't do too much. Alright, so they go back and go into piloting. How's my oxygen? It's okay enough. And then after this starts to cool down, then they'll swap. He'll go into repair, and the other guy will come over. At least that's what I expect to happen. There's a chance if there's like a fire or something that they would be damaged and wouldn't. But I think we would have noticed that. Alright, so here we go. And then we fire this into there and kill the guy and stop their repairs entirely because they're dead. Alright, they're in shields, so we just want to go kill this guy now. Also, we don't need this. Ooh, it's a mantis. Get everyone in there. Kill the mantis. And like all of my crew. Actually, here we go. Let's actually. Why not kill the Lanius? Oh, it's because he's trying to man. In worst case scenario, if he does manage to like teleport back at low health, we can just shoot him. Are you gonna be able to kill me? Please say yes. You gotta run out of the room first, don't you? I screwed that up. That's fine. Just made sure my Lanius was extra low on health. And all my other crew as well, of course. Alright, 32 scrap, 6 fuel too, wow. I think that's like the max you can get from that event. Maybe 7. I know it's like the lower bound is like 3, which always feels like that's the fuel supply. 3 fuel, like come on. You can do better than that. 6 is pretty nice though. Oh, raid, Carnosaurus, thanks for the raid of 3. Hey, Whiskey, Carnosaurus, welcome. Got a Kestrel C going on. It's going pretty well overall. Got a bunch of free weapons so far. So I was gonna do this jump and then this one. That was the plan, right? Just get my oxygen up. I think we're gonna try and be greedy and not reset their health again. They're doing a lot of that. All right. Got another fight. What are we doing? Doing that. All right, so hopefully our first volley hits good, or we get some dodges in, because this times out decently well. Not as bad as if this was a burst laser 2 and heavy 2 is such a gross weapon combo. The shields might, like, one of them will probably come up in time at least before this comes in. But the burst laser 2 heavy 2 just times so well for the AI's first volley. It's like disgusting. Alright, yeah. Weapons training is awesome. Oh, we got a fire too. I mean, they're rocks. How much can I really chase a crew kill here? I mean, maybe. But probably not. I think I'm just going to kill him. I'm not going to sit here and try and fire beam him for a long time. We just got a bunch of fuel. We don't really need that. $21. Yeah, dual and burst 1 lineup, great. This was from a surrender offer, Sector 1. And we were about to get a crew kill. There was like one guy left on a burning ship. And then they gave the surrender offer with the burst laser 1. And I was like, you value your life quite a lot, because that's a great surrender. Such a good surrender offer. I'm going to use the fire beam some. I just used it to fight before. Or like a fight or two before. It's like, if that was in a rock ship, I probably would have swapped it on there. Like this ship, assuming we can keep their missile down fine. And then definitely, like, if I can get to a store that has like some mind control and hacking, because we haven't seen either of them at all, then I'll be using the fire beam even more, because I can like keep their weapons down easier. But yeah, like this ship will probably do it again since they don't have any way to heal again. And this should be pretty easy to keep this down, I think. Yeah, I mean, definitely if we get that going. So I'm going to do the same thing I did the other time, though. And I'm going to take shields down first with a volley and then switch it onto it. Well, hopefully they don't have a buffer. Might as well stun you. I'm just going to shoot them too, keep that down. Alright, fire beam. Take that guy out. Alright, that guy's dead. Give you no place to run. Wow, look at that. That's a surrender offer. Heavy laser. Thank you. I'm all over that. So yeah, that's gonna do that for now at least. Probably forever. It's like now I wish I had a 5-slot ship, because it's like I don't want to take the fire beam offline, like that option, but I want to like just run the ion also. I knew that was going to be a store. That's totally why I was planning around that. You could just feel it. So I'm going to like waste a jump doubling back to hit this store up. That doesn't have the systems I need. Does not have the systems I need. That's all right. We'll find them eventually. So we get one more store this sector, so hopefully we can find it. It's not like that jump or something. Alright, so what do we do at this store? What's the play? Oh, the impressive barrage. Oh yeah, I saw that you posted the schedule, but I didn't see like the actual timing of it. I didn't get a chance to like dig through it. So I'm not sure like how it works out for viewing. I'm assuming there'll be like VODs of it and stuff that I can like go back and watch. Do I just sell this now? Because it's like there's a world where if I keep not finding anything, like I'm gonna want to do this to deal with like 3 shields better. But I don't think we're quite there yet. I think I just do nothing here. Just one of those stores, so that's too bad. I don't think I buy the pike beam. I mean, that's kind of an endgame loadout. I guess if I sold the fire beam and bought the pike beam and just built into weapons. Oh, is that the play? Do I really have to do that? I don't think I have to do that quite yet. It's only Sector 3. That's like a Sector 4 play. Starts at like 11 a.m. Eastern, yeah. So it's like sometimes I can watch stuff during the daytime a little bit, but usually I can only like watch stuff at night, if at all. Just keep going this way. Leave. Do not pull the ship in closer. All right, how many jumps do we have left here? We have 4 before the exit. Well, I guess it's like if we go here, here, and we don't see the stores, we know they're behind the exit. Not really, and then we can die for them if we want to, I guess. But yeah, if we get 4, that means we can hit any of them. Alright, so yeah, I think that's the way to go. Heavy laser's so great. I'm really happy to find that. Man, it's definitely a low scrap run so far. I mean, Sector 2 was good. We got a lot of free items and stuff. Alright, great. So there's a store. I mean, like, we did not find much scrap this sector at all so far. Hacking, alright. That changes so much right now for us. We're in such a safer position now this run. We just have options besides shooting. It's just always so bad to be like, well, this is all I have is one system, and then it gets hacked, and it's like, oh no, what do? I have nothing else to deal with this ship now. But now it's like, okay, now they hack our weapons, we hack their weapons. We have 16 drone parts, we can just like spam them. Man, it's like I have so little scrap, I feel like. All this free stuff. Should probably sell, so I can sell this now too, because I'm not like, well, if I run into like, 2 sectors and I don't have anything else and just weapons, I need more shots. But with hacking, it's like, well, I can hack different things and deal with it, so it's fine. Yeah, good on drone parts, good on fuel, nothing else to sell, nothing else to buy. Evening, Dapper, thanks for coming by again. Pleasure as always. Hope you have a good second half of the week. Alright, we got a fight. This will be some scrap. Oh, only 2 crew also, jeez. Clone Bay though, and they have crew coming on board, right? Oh, 3 Mantis, really? Why gotta be that way? Like with a Clone Bay and everything. Alright, well, I've got the drone parts, I guess, so I might as well do this. Dodge, that's fine. Hey, look at that. Fires. Fires are fun. Cool. Got just one of them in. We're also safer now to like do that. All right, broken. That's good. And then they all die. Clone base broken. Missiles down. Oop. I almost did that for too long. It would have been bad, but he's actually just going in there. I thought he was going to go try and fix the clone bay. So we just shoot these guys. And I messed up the crew. I didn't realize that. I got like overzealous with my my volley here. Although I guess that's not true. There's a fire beam. Forgot what I'm doing here, I guess. Got so distracted dealing with all those mantis on my ship. So I think the trick is we just do it in the, just in there. You get the double. That's too bad. You're still trying to run? Come on. The fire's gone. That's unfortunate. Yeah, like I'm gonna break stuff. Can I get? I can't get to weapons, can I? It's so far away. Well, whatever. I got to do it here because if he fixes that, game's over. Like the crew killing game is over. So whatever. Maybe we can trap him in here again. Or maybe these will just like burn out in there. This might work out okay still. Still just the one fire again. He broke that like immediately, of course, because this guy was fighting it before. Come on. Alright. Oh, really? Well, you'll die like instantly, I guess. I've still got a little time on that. This is like not going to go fast enough, right? No, it's not going to go fast enough, but I have a chance with the dual lasers again. Oh, no. Come on. That's too bad. I tried. Yeah, that fire didn't spread to O2 like at all. Fire spread is so crazy. Like sometimes it'll sit in one room forever and never spread. And other times it just like ravages through a ship. And I can never figure out what goes on with it. Alright, that's fine. I mean, it's really my fault for like getting too aggressive with my weapons in the beginning. Just so excited to have a heavy laser on board now. Alright. Great. I'm glad I didn't buy that small bomb earlier. Uncharted Nebula, gross. Yeah, I guess we go this way. Uncharted just suck. We don't have scanners. We need scrap. We definitely gotta spend some money on our ship though, because like rebel controlled can be threatening sectors for sure. No store right away. Well, it's not terrible. Exit's kind of early again. A lot of early exits this run. But low scrap is something we can deal with. Low scrap is the kind of RNG that I'm used to, so it's like not as big a deal. I'd much rather have low scrap and like find weapons and get hacking online than have tons of scrap and not be able to find the things you need. Alright, so what am I going to do here? I'm definitely going to buy engines 3 in case something's bad. We need to run. We only have 3 crew. Like, we're a little more vulnerable there. Definitely buy. Can go up to like probably up to that, but we'll wait a moment. So I want to keep scrap on hand. Like this might be a store. Oh yeah, I've gotten such good free weapons. It's really made up for. Like I'll take free weapons and low scrap and a bunch of empty jumps. That's okay. It's much better than not getting weapons at all and having hundreds and hundreds of scrap. Do I need hacking too? I mean, that opens up some options for how I want to do fights for sure. It's way cheaper than like getting a bunch of weapon power. I think I want to do that, but I'm not going to get any more power right now. Because I want to keep the scrap on hand. But that's pretty good. Cool. Asteroids. Their weapons like suck though for having no shields in an asteroid field. Probably high level cloaking, I'd assume. No, level 1 cloak. I'm sorry, you guys got like skimped on by the rebel fleet. Oh, and hit right into piloting. Where's all your scrap? Because I mean, maybe you have high dodge and just got unlucky, but this is a weak ship here. But I mean, I just use this. I'm gonna save the drone part. Should be fine, I think. Might take a little bit of damage, I guess. No, I don't take damage really. Wow, this poor ship. I feel bad for it. Like even as far as like the unshielded ships and asteroid fields go, I feel like this one was just out of its league. Sector 4, come on. Yeah, at least they had cloaking, it's true. I mean, it's level 1 cloaking, but they had something. They had a hope. Just not much of it. It's like, this is probably the only store, because I don't even see it then. Like, I don't even know that it was there. Mind control. And a missile. And crappy weapon. I have a couple options here. I mean, I have the drone parts. I gotta spend the drone part. How much do I trust my volley getting through? Well, if I do an evasion hack, it's not enough damage to take the missile offline guaranteed. So I might delay it this way instead. Oh yeah, I have to like fight. Well, or I can just make you repair, I guess. We'll see. Alright, that works. Oh, it's like a higher level also, so it's gonna last longer, right? There we go. That was a volley. You're going to be back on. I think you'll be back online in time. Nice. Nope. Not that volley. Alright, safe. For now, at least. Alright, getting some scrap. Too bad we didn't find Salt and Shields last sector. That would have been cool. Except like all those empty jumps. Or an envoy. I don't mind another crew member, another power bar. Specialty. Reactor for 15 scrap. That's a deal. I'm taking that. Could use reactor power. Alright. Oh, they're running, but they only have one shield, so that's cool. I like that. So their cloak isn't too high. These like time together though, which I don't love. It's a long cloak, which I don't love either. Of course they have level 3 cloaking. This is gross. Yeah, I think I want to hack piloting, if I'm not positive. Like, it might change depending on this, so I realize I can kind of like let this happen. Since if I'm doing an evasion hack, I don't need to do it immediately. Right. I'm glad this halberd fired almost immediately, because the longer it delayed, the more likely it is to do damage with these shots coming in. Oh, and we dodged the first one. Beautiful. And we dodged the missile. Or the bomb. Oh my god. That could have been gross, that volley, if it was just like slightly differently timed. And also they like did miss a bunch. So I'm definitely gonna do an evasion hack now. Alright, level 2. Alright, so that tells us we put one of the weapons into piloting. We're good. Just put the burst laser into it. Alright. Weapons are much safer. They're not running. And I think we can still get their piloting. Alright, good. No fire. I mean, not their piloting, their cloaking. Perfect. Alright. They're dead. 16 scrap. We've just been getting like all these like low scrap reward auto ship fights. Your last 6 runs, your ship kill average dropped 5.75 and your scrap average dropped 300. Yeah, so that's a string of bad runs there for sure. Oh, hey, Ray. Not seeing the store yet. How many jumps do I have here before the exit? It's such a weird sector layout. Oh, I kind of want to take that nebula jump, don't I? Oh, actually, no. I can get 6 jumps before the exit without it, I think. Yeah. Only thing is, like, if that's a store. I think I just have to maximize finding as many as I can. Maybe I can still see it. But, because we haven't seen a store this sector, and we need more systems. Ooh, another asteroid field. What do we got? I'm so glad we got hacking. If we're still without systems at this point, it'd be the point of like, well, maybe I should be buying drone control or something, which I don't want to be in that position. They're not super threatening. I mean, the heavy ion's the problem, because if this hits our shields down a level, then the asteroids will be popping it for the various beams. So we're doing an invasion hack, not a weapons hack, because our weapons are fast enough that we'll beat this, and this guarantees we'll be taking it offline as opposed to like delaying it but then possibly missing for 1,000 years. I should switch to where these weapons are, because you're slowest, so you should be up in the front. So now the only threat is if like we get double tapped by asteroids right before this fires. Which is like fairly unlikely. Off scrap. Hey, the best sector 1 into the worst sector 3. Yeah, that's the thing, like, I don't feel like any run is secure until I'm like completely overpowered and like ready for flagship and beyond with like a big buffer. Because it's like you never know when you'll just get a disgusting sector, whether it's just like terrible fights or like you'll get a sector 7 that's like all empty jumps and you make like 50 scrap somehow, because it happens sometimes. You're like, oh, I was assuming I'd make like 200 scrap in that sector, and I made less than 100, and now I don't have what I need for flagship anymore. Especially when it's like early game. Like I did really good. My last Sultan C, I thought I had a great like first 2 sectors, and then the end of sector 3, I was almost dead, and I was like, what happened? FTL likes to just turn it around on you real quick all of a sudden. Alright, here we're gonna do the optimistic thing with the shooting on the weapons because of the weapon speeds. And then there's also a chance like maybe we'll go for a crew kill or something with a fire beam if we can like break and have their weapons hacked down and stuff. I really wish we had reloaders here. Yeah, no, I figured you were talking about your run. This run had a terrible sector 1. Like, such low scrap sector 1. And our sector 2 was the one that was good. Sector 3 was pretty bad. Although we got the free heavy laser, so. Well, it's like, they're bad other than, like, all the free weapons we got, I guess. But, like, scrap and stores and layout and exits and all those things have been pretty weak. Alright, that's why I often do evasion hacks, because we hit 1 out of 5 there. But that's alright, we got another one in time. There we go. So this can still damage us, but much safer just having this fire at us, nothing else. Hey, we got a dodge. Oh, the missile, really? Is the hack gonna come up in time? Yes. If we need it. try for this. I mean, their evasion's been pretty nasty, but we'll see how this works out. Guess I should, like, power my oxygen a little bit. You're doing that right away? Yeah. Well, that works. If they just don't dodge, it's a lot easier. Should try, like, ask them to not dodge more often, I guess. Yeah, not like that. This guy's just gonna clone now. I don't think this group kill is gonna happen. You know, I'm gonna fire the fire beam like at least this one time here, but I think that's gonna probably be it. And we still have the weapons hack. I guess it's true. Maybe I'll keep it going. $107 scrap for a Sector 4 jump. That's pretty good. You know, we're Sector 4. I've gotten like 20-something scrap for most of my jumps. I'm gonna break. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm gonna hack you. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna like break too many systems and stuff here, but there's always a chance. Yeah, I mean, also their clone bay is like still online. It does not work that way. Not accepting surrender. I mean, there's a small chance if they have high enough level engines and it spreads like into piloting. There's a chance. Alright, can we get them in time? Alright, now their engines just have to survive until the clone bay registers it. Hey, look at that! Wow, that's a weapon to get for free and sell. It's worth a lot of scrap. I'm glad that worked out. I'm assuming they're going to die really soon. Their engines were obviously high, though. They were dodging a lot. There we go. Goodbye. Hey, and there's stores. Okay, this sector just like turned around pretty good right there. I mean, it was like a fine sector, just not that great yet. So let me confirm all this. Exit. I'm pretty sure I get 4 jumps before it. But I kind of think it might be worth going to one store first, and then I can kind of like decide from there. Yeah, I had entire seconds to spare. Wasn't that close. You're just going right out the airlock. Whatever, not really the airlock. And we'll buy cloaking at this point. Like, usually like getting mind control first, but we're Sector 4. I usually like buying cloaking now, so. Buying cloaking makes us a lot safer, makes it so we can delay shields upgrades longer, which like helps offset its cost. Possible like nebulas coming out. Oh yeah, and that's all we buy. Not buying hacking stun because it's the worst. Oh, you do not have seconds spare. Good night. Thanks for coming by the stream, Pan Homo. Hope you have a good evening. Catch you next time. Yeah, We found this weapon, you know, their ship was about to explode, engulfed in flames, but we're like, let's go check it out real quick. And just take this huge weapon and bring it back. Right, so I think, yeah, 2 jumps, and then we'll make a call about the store. Nothing else to do here. White party quest. Alright, that's often a good quest. I think scanner sometimes is a blue option here too. Combat drone. Alright, so yeah, let's go to the store. See what they got. Scanners. And mind control. So we just buy those 2 things, right? Like, I'm going to want to build out of the fire beam at some point, but none of these are inspiring enough to me to, like, want to do that right now. By mind control for sure. It's all our systems now. Oh yeah, Badger was just saying goodnight to Panhomo, I believe. And we buy scanners, because scanners are cool. Although Badger would probably leave right now if I didn't buy those scanners. I know they get upset about that. And then I just go, might as well just buy all the fuel, why not? Alright, cool. This ship's doing good, right? Yeah, that wasn't even that close. Alright, so there we go. We got all our systems. Glad we found the stores that had them finally. No, we have enough drone parts and not enough of a fuel buffer for that. Abandoned sector or civilian sector. So I guess we're going nebulous for the end, but we got scanners and we have like mind control and stuff. So hopefully those are just both slug nebulas. And we can just like play it out that way. All right. All right, so I'm just gonna take a minute here, and then I'm still gonna do more on this run. I'm still gonna do this sector, and I'll probably call it after this sector, but we'll see how quick it goes. Should be sped up a little bit, I think, because I can just start like investing in the ship at this point. We have everything we need. Really just need to replace the fire beam by flagship, but otherwise we're good. All right, so let me just BRB a minute and catch you on the other side. Yeah, Abandoned Sector 5 is not so bad. Especially, yeah, since we got the systems. If I didn't get, like, mind control and cloaking, I, like, wouldn't be considering it at all. And then having a Lanius crew member helps it out, too. Honestly, the main reason, like, if it wasn't for it being a civilian as the other option, if it was, like, a Zoltan or an NG, I think the odds are a lot better I would have gone there. But it's really hard for me to pass up civilian sectors. They're just such consistently good sectors. Look at this one. Look at this huge nebula late exit. Yeah, no, this is good stuff. Yeah, so we'll start going this way. I would like to pick up a crew member soon. It'd be nice. Maybe I'll get one of those like nebula events where you find one. So we're gonna attack them. I'm not gonna use a fire beam. Just fire, get that cloaking done. Nice. I'll just have my cloak cancel earlier, that's fine, because it's like, I want to wait for this to fire, or like be ready for fire. Just trying to get my timing here. Do that. I was hoping to get one on each, but that's fine. Nice easy auto ship. More stuff to sell. Yeah, alright. We've been getting pretty good stuff lately. Alright. Alien spiders. Ah, spiders killed the lobster. Fortunately, we have a clone bay. Alright, well that's too bad that they're both right here. I mean, there's a chance there's another store. I'm going to go probably to both of them. There's a flak. I mean, I cannot get it. It's just way too good. I think that's why I buy fire beam. Sadly. Because that's a loadout right there. I find fire beams the easiest to use when you have loadout where you're using like a pike beam or a hull beam also, and you just like swap between them. But this is just like such a good weapons loadout here. I mean, it's basically just upgrading the burst laser one for a flak, and then building into that now. So I'll probably try try to just invest into weapons next. I guess we probably won't go to the next store. I mean, hopefully we'll get something to sell so I can go there in case there's a reloader. Because that's what I want to chase. And no more fuel. I keep like going back like maybe there's fuel. We're not buying crew yet though. Alright, outpost, double rewards. Oh, look at this guy though. He's ready for combat. He's got his burst lasers. He's good to go. I mean, there's like a chance we can get a crew kill here. Like with an O2 hack or something. But I'm gonna go for this. Let's get the fight going on in here. Oh, I didn't even notice you. Gross. Oh, you're going to weapons? That's not good. No. Why? I mean, that's okay. Like, because we've taken down enough of their offense already, we'll just cloak this guy. I can't use enough power to be able to get the battery power into my everything's ioned. I want to put battery power in my cloaking instead. Miss. Do we even need to? Don't even need to cloak. Not even a little bit. I don't need to double hack that with that. That's fine. Oh, sorry, I've been ignoring chat apparently. Yes, hacking is the single most useful thing in the game, pretty much. It's crazy strong. There's mixed opinions about it as far as if it's an exploit. I think overall, most like high-level players use it and don't think of it as an exploit. I know the developers don't think it's an exploit, which I don't think necessarily like is the end-all be-all. Like, I think it's fine if people are still against it. But the only reason I've really ever heard people think that it's an exploit is just because it's powerful. Like, I haven't ever heard a good like mechanical reason. Like, I'll hear for like why not to cheeky swipe or something. I've never really heard a good like justification for why it's like not okay in that way. Nice. Alright. I can put that into there now. Where are you going now? Oh, right back into weapons. Come on, really? Oh, that's what I get for not breaking drone control immediately. get you in time. You're a jerk, Iron Intruder. What can I say? You're gonna go into shields now? That would be gross. Yeah, okay. Because then the beam is gonna get us. Although at least that has damage. I let him get ioned also. This fight's kind of gross. You can jump away at this point at least. It's an option if we need to. I mean, they're down to one hull. But yeah, they're gonna take. All right. Well, I can cloak also, I guess, for when this gets repaired. Got to keep my eye on it really good. And I can hack their weapons again too for when those come up. And I can make them do this. I guess I could have done that for the repair guy. Maybe would have been better. Alright. Oh, I pulled him out of repairing anyways. That works out. Just letting this thing eye on everything at this point, it's whatever. All right, 32 and 39, that's pretty good. 71 scrap. I guess I am probably going to get to that store. I'm just trying to think of the order I want to do this in. I mean, I'll take the fight first. Right? I mean, I can take both these, I guess, probably. Do that. Yeah, I think we should do that, actually. We have the clone base, so we can take that one option if that's the event. Let's see, 11. Power kind of sucks. But I'm not going to buy 2 power bars just to jump there. We can deal with it. Intruders on board. I mean, technically, and I think I've seen it, you can, like, one of the reasons I feel like it's not exploitive, like, you can observe something like the hacking exploit, the bypass, happen in the game when they send over, like, either boarding drones or a hacking drone, and power gets, like, interrupted by something, by, like, the system getting hit. You'll see defense drones miss from them, like, just turning off at the right moment and be like, oh, wow, that's, like, a thing you could do. Which is because it's just like kind of works how the gameplay mechanics work. It's just like really clever to figure out, versus something like cheeky swipes where you get it to, like, you know, exploit a weird programming thing. So you hit one room twice with a beam for double damage, which is clearly like not the intended mechanic there. And it's like this weird pixel perfect thing. Like, it's clearly like not a gameplay mechanic and how the systems work. It's just like a programming glitch. It's like, well, that's clearly an exploit then. Or like save exit things. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could reset your health. I just hate resetting the weapon skill. I'm so obsessed with the weapon speed. Just reset his health is fine. Okay. It's like hacking, you know, I think some people get annoyed because it's such a strong system and they feel like it's overpowered. And like in a sense of compared to other systems, like it is more worth it. Um, but in my mind, I also don't totally like I don't think balance has to work that way in a single player game. And also I think kind of hacking like is what balances out the RNG in the game a lot and makes it so you can have like a consistent win rate. And I think that's like kind of cool to like be able to get to that point. Um, so that's kind of my take on like the hacking strength issue. That like I totally get why people like get bothered that like well that you always build this one way to win. Um, I think it's a totally like valid argument or criticism. But I find hacking really fun and interesting in general as a system, so it doesn't bother me. Um, yeah, I think we're just doing weapons hacks here, because even with the med bay, there's a chance to get a crew kill here. So just trying to make the fight safe, basically. Yeah, I should reset your health. That's okay. Oh, there's two there. So they must have 4 crew. Nice. That works. They have a high level teleporter, that's too bad. Makes this a little trickier. It also means there's probably 3 crew in here at least, because there's probably 1 trying to break in there to repair, and then the 2 of them going in there to heal. Oh good, so the heavy hit, that's good. Ooh, iron bomb, gross. I do that so often with Iron Bomb. I think because it's blue, I like catch it my paws earlier, and then I cloak it too early. I feel like I do that so frequently with the Iron Bomb. Oh, come on. Is there anything I need to hit here? Oh, that was a nice little spread of flak damage, I guess. Alright, so someone's sitting piloting. I don't know what they're doing. Alright, they got the O2 fixed. Because I feel like there's fires in here, and maybe they're all low health or something. I don't know what's going on with them. Because, yeah, they just chilling. Is that it for them? They don't want to play anymore. So... No, we will not accept surrender. Alright, so I think we just killed whoever was in piloting because the guy came to go fix that. So there's a chance if they're really low health that will be a crew kill here. No, they got too many crew. Oh well. Goodbye. Yeah, the general system priority, hacking, cloaking, mind control. When I have drone control, like if I don't usually buy it, but if I'm in a ship that starts out with it, I'll usually pass on cloaking and get a defense drone instead, and still get mind control. But it depends a little bit. We have this weapon, and we just sold that weapon. So nothing we're getting here, I don't think. More and more thinking about buying crew. But I'm still not quite there yet. What do I want to do? Do I want anything else here? I'm going to buy like a fuel, because I know I have 2 nebula sectors in a row coming up. So I'd rather have a bigger fuel buffer, just in case like they're uncharted and not slug. I'll probably pump my weapons soon, honestly. Or do I just do that now? It's coming up. I think that might be a store or something. I don't want to do it quite yet. Take a couple jumps first. Another 5 beam to go with the one we sold. I mean, it's like how I bought scanners and then I sold them and then I bought them again in my last run. And I stand by that play. It was totally worthwhile each time. I need to use mind control here because I don't have enough healthy crew because they keep not resetting their health. So I gotta just do that. Yeah, I'll keep you alive and I'll sacrifice these guys' health, that's fine. I guess I need to vent them actually, don't I? Yeah, actually, Lanius, I might need your help a little bit. Alright, there we go. And I gotta reset your health too, you're too low. Too many borders to deal with at this point in this latest sector. I mean, that was only 3, but we can get 5. Yeah, MC can also help with borders. MC has many uses. I mean, the hard thing about mind control and hacking, it's they both require a lot of knowledge about the game in order to get the most out of them, especially mind control. I find it helps to know how the AI works in a lot of situations, and it's no one totally understands it, but there's a lot of things you learn about how the standard ways it works, and that make it much more powerful to take advantage of it. I'm just gonna do it, whatever. These weapons now. It's definitely a volley. Are you gonna hack my weapons again? I've had my weapons hacked too many times this run so far. No, possibly my battery, so I'm gonna actually leave 2 power out just in case that's what it is doing. Yeah, let's just do innovation on it. Not climb battery, that's good. Level 3 piloting, that's gross. How do I want to split up this damage? That's fine. Alright, looks pretty safe to me now. This is just like a stupid powerful weapons loadout now. Ooh, combat 2, that's kind of gross. Only 2 shields, so I'll do the weapons hack. Just gonna use battery right off the bat also, because like this will get safe pretty quickly. I'm gonna do that mind control this time. Alright, I don't even need the weapons hack. Oh, I should have used the weapons hack, I guess, because this thing came back online so quickly. Because of the repair bot. Whatever, it doesn't matter. No. Alright. I might go here. Just keep getting so many nebula jumps, why not use them this time? I guess if that's a store, there's nothing I really need but a reloader. Yeah, we'll just go this way. So let me turn off some power. I'll just turn my weapons off. Shields up. Manually search. Pegasus. Cool. Just been finding the weapons this run. A sun. I don't really want to go there. So I may take this one. Let's see. Still have how many jumps before the exit here? Oh, if I don't take any more nebulas, it's 4. I can get this one in though, can I? This top one. Let's see, how close is that actually? Oh yeah, that's fine, right? I'll go this way. This one we get a bribe first that we can look at. Ignore the bribe and attack. We've got an impressive enough volley at this point. You can do this. Ew. You guys just fight each other. I don't want to deal with that. Fired those early. It's fine now. I don't mind if this fires. I just don't want the bomb to fire. Because like I'll let them in to fight these fires and take damage from it if they want. I guess you should come up here. Help kill them when mind control wears off, possibly. So I might be able to get a crew kill here. Oh nice, only level 1 clone bay. I think that's all of them. Nice, ion intruder drone. Man, we've got so many item drops. This is such a good civilian sector too. This huge nebula is like, civilian sector is like turning around our score for this game so much. So many jumps, so many fights. I feel like we've made like half of our scrap for this run in this sector. We've still got like a lot of drone parts going on, so I'm just gonna keep using them, making sure the fights are safe. It's a weak ship too, wow. Scrap. Empty jump. And then I think we had 2 more, right? Yeah, definitely glad I like went up to extra fuel because I'm just dropping down here. This is actually like really cheap. Can't remember though if I can actually get 2 more jumps in. I think I actually can. Cloaking. I'm not actually like threatened by your weapons or anything. There's chance there's another store. I don't usually take it, but I'm feeling it this time. This must be like about the bottom offer it can be too. Usually I don't find that like so worthwhile. Oh, that's right, it's a sun fight and an empty jump. Well, I guess I gotta take a sun fight now. I gotta take advantage of it, right? Also, the fuel situation is probably not the best choice. I'll give that, I mean, that could be a store, I guess. Whatever, I'll go here first. Think about what I want to do. Ignore. That is a store. I can dive if I upgrade my engines. I can still get this jump at least. I think I'll just be diving the exit. I think it's worth it to get fuel at the very least. Which sucks going for fuel, but it is what it is. I'm glad they have a lot of it. Yeah, so we'll dive the exit, but that's fine. I am at the point where I might just buy an NG. It's like I don't need to, but I have the scrap, and like that's getting to the point where it's like, well, what's gonna like make me lose or where I'm gonna make a mistake? And like crew stuff is like kind of a pain right now. So that just makes things so much easier on that end. Alright, anything else we're doing here? About all the fuel, not buying 2 crew, don't need more drone parts, or repaired enough. We sold the junk we found. So we'll go here and then there. I guess I can also just like, well, whatever. What if this turns into a store or something? Oh, there you go. That's something. So I definitely want engines 4 for this. I guess there's a chance it'll be worth just killing them with this weapons loadout that I have. I'll have to see exactly what they got going on. I'm going to possibly going to slug, so I kind of want to leave the scrap open for that. Could go for a longer cloak. I'm going to go for another power bar at least. Sure, why not? Let's do this. Oh, not having any unmanned shields. The thing with shields actually is a lot of the time it doesn't matter. Like it only matters if they have a certain number of shots coming in, like within a small window. And a lot of time with how the AI breaks up their weapon volleys, it'll be like split anyways. Sometimes it can be really helpful, and definitely like in asteroid fields and against like combat drones. We can also like move the crew into there, and having someone at doors makes it so you don't have to like upgrade it. It makes it easier to not deal with that, and you can deal with borders. And then if there aren't any, you can just move them around as you need to. Alright, so here we're going to do weapons hack. That one fire. Do the evasion with the mind control. Just put it all into weapons. Sorry, Shelton. That's gonna be about it for you. Dodge that. Good. Alright, we're up to 100, that's right. We got our crew training back at some point. So yeah, they're going to be easy to kill pretty quick here, so I'm just going to finish them off, get the fuel and scrap. Not scrap, the fuel and score, I mean. Get 0 scrap. Uncharted, gross. Well, it's a good thing we're like pretty much set for flagship in most ways. Need to get like, you know, want to get at least 1 shield bubble, preferably 2. Another point in hacking, and some power. A 5th crewman maybe. It's like all we need for flagship really. And then we'll be good to go. But it is getting late my time. It's a little bit after 2. And so I'm not going to do 3 more sectors tonight. So I'll finish this off tomorrow night then. I wasn't even going to stream tonight, but it just worked out good. I'm glad I did. It's been a fun run. But this is pretty sad. It'd have to be extremely, extremely bad RNG in some crazy way for me to lose at this point, I think. Outside of me, like, making a bunch of mistakes. Which is possible, but I'm going to, you know, hope to avoid that. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming out and supporting the stream. Make sure to check out my bio. I've got my Kickstarter going for my my book launch. My first book's going to be coming out. If you want to check out, you know, I've got like a video about it that we did, and you can see the artwork from it. Got about 10 days left on it, I think now, and we're getting really close. Check out my stats, are there too. And let's see if anyone's doing some FTL.